I must say I have been loving all this Tokyo Mater stuff over the last couple years. The fact that it's now integrated into the mainline is such a huge deal, not only for distribution, but also price-wise. I mean, in terms of distribution, we know that more places around the world get the mainline in than any other product line, so that means more people now have access to buy these awesome diecasts, but also the price went down because when the tunes were separate from the mainline, that was considered an expanded universe line, like the Glow Racers, NASCAR, Fireball Beach, whatever. And so therefore they cost at least $5 even back in the day. So now we don't have to deal with that. It's awesome. I love it. And unfortunately, the only problem is that it's a taste. It's like teasing us for all the other tunes that they technically could now re-release or start making new characters from. I mean, Mater the Greater, Rescue Squad Mater, not even to mention Mater Private Eye, Air Mater, some of those lesser, later known shorts that they barely even tapped into as it was. Tokyo Mater, in fact, has the most characters released from it out of any of the shorts. So, I mean, it is the most popular, so I understand why they are revisiting it over the others, but hey, it is such a tease. But anyways, guys, welcome back to another Mr. Docket presentation. Today, we will be reviewing the brand new Thailand variant of Manji, of course, from Tokyo Mater. This is the third variant of Manji, so unlike Komodo, there are three now very distinct variations of Manji. The original from 2010, and then the re-release from the 2013-2014 era. This came out of 2024 Singles Case J, which I will link in the description below, and card suggestion pop up in the top right-hand corner. It's a great case. Do we have to discuss it anymore? Everyone knows it's probably one of the best of the year so far. Van Campbell, another great new character in it. Of course, there was GRC Carla Veloso, who we already reviewed. So overall, just a wonderful case, and I think the momentum will continue as we go further and deeper into the year. But getting on here with Manji, as per usual, we have just regular Tokyo Mater on the card. This is how they've always done it for Toons singles. You will just see the Mater, the iconic Mater from that episode, on the card. Now, they've been doing 2-packs from Tokyo Mater lately, but in those cases, they will actually show the unique artworks for each of the characters included. Now, I wish they did that for all these because it's in the main line now, because this does give off like expanded universe vibes, like standardized card backs, like for NASCAR, like for Fireball Beach, like for Glow Racers, all are the same, right? Like they're standardized, but they're not in the main line. Here they're standardized, but they are in the main line, so it just kind of, I don't know, I wish we had like Manji's artwork on here because that would absolutely slap. But I do love how it says as seen in Tokyo Mater because that is a callback to how all the card backs used to be, or all the cards in general. Also, you have as seen, well, it doesn't say as seen, but Disney Pixar Cars Toon, and you have the special Tokyo background, and basically almost the whole fleet of singles they've done for Tokyo Mater over the last couple years. Only Komodo is actually a 2024 release, though. All four of these were only released last year. Drift Party Mater, Patoka, Kabuto with Flames, and Edo San. Kabuto and Mater were also in 2-packs last year, and Kabuto will return in a 2025 2-pack. The only other singles this year are Komodo and the upcoming Yakuza. And I will be right back with Manji all opened up. Here is Manji out of the package, and man, I am really vibing with this Thailand variant. I barely even mentioned the fact that, yeah, this is a brand new Thailand variant for the year. Like I earlier said, there are 2 previous Chinese versions of him that we will review here and compare to the new one in a second. But there is Manji from Tokyo Mater, just a background character, doesn't get a whole ton of screen time. You really kind of have to pick him out of the crowd there. But still, really cool, and has become one of the more prominent Tokyo Mater characters because he's on that level, like above, Tabainu, Yojimbo, Bye Bye Car, Kayandi in terms of obscurity. Now, this is awesome. I have to say, this probably is one of the better Thailand variants they've ever done. I love the darker gray. Before he had like a silver, and that's cool too, like it's a sparkly silver, but this gunmetal gray looks more accurate, and it also looks more accurate to what everyone compared him to back in the day, which was Otto, I believe it was, the German racer from the Cars video games, who has the exact same model as Manji, but obviously a completely different paint job. I think his name was Otto. And yeah, this gunmetal gray looks a lot more similar to his paint job. So, hey, maybe there's some custom potential in there as well, even though I guess you would have to like strip them down anyways and the paint would be gone. You guys know what I'm saying though. Now, the original 2010 version is this Blue Eyes one over here, and I will prove it to you with the date stamp. This was produced on the 254th day of 2010 at the EAA factory. I love how they don't even mention half the information they do nowadays on the base. But yeah, that's just, times have changed. And then here is the 13 version. Yep, on the 179th day of 2013, you can see they started to add in the address to the Netherlands and some other stuff. So increasingly more and more, and we're going to see even more on the Thailand version here. But for whatever reason, in the 3-pack with Tokyo Mater, and I believe it was either Techie or Packy, they switched his eyes to orange. But he still retained that mouth plate. You could see the little small crack there for the bumper. And even the bumper plate, you could see another small crack there in the back. Other than that, they are very similar. You know, pretty much it's just the eyes that changed. And Mattel was like, yeah, we're going back to the blue eyes for Thailand. I think it looks really good. Now, it's funny. I was just watching my review of that 3-pack. The reason why that 3-pack was such a big deal is because it was the first and only release of just regular Tokyo Mater, which makes no sense. But in all honesty, Mattel really struggled, like insanely struggled to release the Maters, like the primary Maters from each short. I mean, Rescue Squad Mater was only included in a couple 4-packs and the deluxe, which ended up being pretty rare. There was the metallic version as well. But that's probably like the most prominent, especially of these early shorts, because you go to El Matador, the regular version of him was only released internationally and retails for, well, not retails for, but sells for about $500 in the package. You can maybe get a beat up one for less loose. You get onto Tokyo Mater. Oh, well, yeah, they waited until 2013 to do it, and they put them in a 3-pack exclusive to Walmart. And prior to that, you could only get the plastic version out of the playset, which sufficed. There was the metallic flame version from SDCC. There was Drift Party Mater, but not just regular Tokyo Mater. Oh, what about Mater the Greater? He was only available in a multi-pack diecast, and then finally in early 2017 got released as a single. Oh, but it was only in the UK. Oh, great, wonderful. Yeah, you could have gotten the plastic version, though, from that loop set. Let's think of some other ones. I think they did a pretty good job with everything else. But, yeah, you guys know what I'm saying here. But, yeah, I was just watching my old review of that. And I say how I like the brown eyes more. I don't know what I was smoking as a 12-year-old back then. But I do not. I like the blue eyes, even on the Chinese version. The brown, I mean, I have brown eyes. Do I love the fact I have brown eyes? No. I like blue eyes. Blue eyes look cool, especially these very like vivid deep sea blue eyes that the Thailand version has here. They kind of enlarge them a little bit. They made them a little bit more glossy and realistic, and it makes the expression really pop here. Kind of brings him to life a little bit more, even though he's got like the same smile and all that jazz. But yeah, it just looks a little bit more, there's more of a shadow to the eyes itself. The cutout seems to be a little bit more profound. You have the eyelid with a little bit of an outline there. It just looks better to me. And man, the darker gray looks tremendous. But yeah, we're going to mainly compare these two for obvious reasons today. But yeah, I just love the graffiti decaling on the side here. And then he's completely naked on the other side. Love the asymmetry there, but also just kind of is a, I don't know, really a reference, but just a reflection of a lot of people's desires in life to get tattoos, but then like leave a good portion of their body just completely bare. Like I know a buddy, you know, he's got tattoos, but he doesn't have any on his arms, like at all, you know. He doesn't have any on his legs, maybe something along those lines. But yeah, on his back or something, it's a tremendous, beautiful, intricate design. But, you know, something is just left completely clear, you know, for business purposes, interviews, whatever it may be. And that's what Manji feels like here, even though he's not trying to hide it, but he wants to keep one side clean. Maybe he's going to, you know, tat himself up later. Like, hey, if we revisit the character of Manji now, 14 years after the events of Tokyo Mater, maybe he's completely covered on the other side, which if they release like Manji with an entirely new design on this side, that would be so cool. Like the lore expansion just in the release in and of itself, that'd be so cool. But yeah, let's just kind of admire the design here. You have a heart in there, you have a wing, some text which I can't understand at all. It might even be Japanese. You have the sun there on the hood. His wheels are a little thinner in terms of the spokes and the turns, like the angles that they're like snaring around don't seem to be as tight. So the wheels look okay. They're a little shinier, I think. Maybe a little more chromy. Yeah, this Manji's so much glossier. You do go from like a, well, you went from like a silver gas cap over here, which looks pretty nice, to a little bit of a muddled gray. On the bright side, though, no more mouth plate. Gone. No more bumper plate. Gone. So you have more metal here on the Thailand version of Manji. I've always loved the stuff. All right, so whoever told me on that last video about the splitter, now tell me what these things are. These like little scales on the side that they're like side splitters almost, and he's got like a back splitter, if that would be correct terminology as well. But just really cool modifications, as they say in Tokyo Mater, to make him look more like a racer, more of an intense street racer and not just an everyday car. But yeah, I love the silver flares on the sides of his wing there beforehand. Yeah, I mean, they look pretty good, but this just looks cleaner to me, except for that little line there. Yep. He kind of has it on both sides, actually. That kind of sucks. He also kind of has a nice carbon fiber-esque texture to his wing, which he did have before. Good stuff there. And again, just showing the completely barren side of him. If you saw him like this, you would think it was just a regular old gray car with a big wing. Yeah, really nice, really nice. Let's take a look at his base. T12A, so made during the 12th week of 2024 at the A factory in Thailand. You have the PRA code added on there now as well. Can I tell you guys a little story here, a little fun story? So I was telling a couple of my friends a while back about some of the upcoming releases this year, you know, my really close friends, and I was like, I gave them like 3 letters, and I told them this is a new Thailand variant, never released before from Thailand. What's the car? I said, starts with an M, then it's A, blank, blank, I. I mean, it's obviously Maddie, right? Maddie, the reporter with the long microphone. Obviously. I mean, they were convinced. They couldn't think of anything else. I told them it was wrong. They had no idea. They had no idea. Manji fits that description as well, which is just crazy. Maddie, Manji. But yeah, no, I thought that was hilarious. Like, I could not get over it. But yeah, also the side view mirrors are pretty cool. Oh, so before they were a little bit more of a bendy rubber. Now they are very hard plastic. So there's another change for you. I am a huge enthusiast of this Thailand variant. The decals are not blurry at all. Looks great. The colors are a little bit more vivid and vibrant. I'm a huge fan. Especially, I mean, this is an ugly, like what the hell were they thinking here with the brown eyes? The eyes are a little smaller as well, which just doesn't look as good. He does seem to be more of a low rider though. This one does. But yeah, either way, you have 3 versions of Manji now to mess around with. I will definitely be picking the Thailand version 9 times out of 10 here. Actually, 10 times out of 10. Hey, should we call this one a metallic variation as well? Like Komodo basically was. Let's see here. I mean, it's close. Like, how much, like, what does gray metallic really look like? I mean, it could look like that. It's one of those weird colors that wouldn't change much. Is that what they're doing? Is Yakoza going to be metallic? We will see. But yeah, I love the fact that they went with darker color schemes for both of these variants, and they look great. I love those gold emerald, or those green emerald rims there. Just beautiful. But yeah, guys, what the hell? I don't have anything else. Let me know in the comment section below, who is your favorite Well, do you prefer the Chinese or Thailand Manji? I think a lot of people will agree with me. But hey, I think Mattel has been doing a great job with all of the Thailand variants of the Tokyo Mater characters. I think Patoka is an improvement. Obviously, they changed Kabuto's expression, the flame version, to look awesome, like the canceled version. Kabuto Ninja, solid, like they got the job done. I think Drift Party Mater's fine. I think Dragon McQueen's pretty awesome as well. Like there's not a bad release in this bunch at all. And that's, saying a lot for these Thailand variants. Now, I guess I did want to show you guys how he kind of stacks up with Karisu, who is the same model as him. Oh, and by the way, what are these things? Again, like just side splitters, I guess, just kind of like on the corner. I don't know. Please let me know what those things are there. I would love to know. But yeah, Karisu, he looks different. He looks shorter, but actually they are the exact same model. And back in the day, this is why they did the bumper plates. This is why they did the mouth plate, so they could switch out expressions and all that. He obviously has a different wing, but they are, got the same wheels, same whatever those are called again. Let me know. But yeah. Ooh, that's actually interesting. A little discovery here. There's like a license plate holder on the Chinese version of Manji as there is on the Karisu here, but they completely removed that for the Thailand version. No more license plate holder. They're like, yeah, we're not trying to follow the rules. Like, oh yeah, Patoka pulls me over. Like, yeah, no, it's in the mail. Like, it's coming. Like, I haven't gotten my license plate yet. That's why I haven't been wearing one. But now it's just like, nah, screw it. Like, I don't care if I get pulled over. I am not like slapping a license plate on and messing with my glorious design. But I hear ya, because I don't put a front license plate on my car, even though technically you're supposed to, but it would just completely screw up the look. So I feel you, Manji. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Bye now.